The concept of being invulnerable to pain seems almost unattainable, doesn't it? It feels as though only legendary heroes or fictional characters can rise above the chaos without being affected. But the truth is, this isn't just a fantasy. It's a skill, a mindset, that anyone can develop. It doesn't require hardening your heart or ignoring the sting of life's challenges. It's about something more powerful, mastering how you respond to pain so that it no longer has control over you. We live in an era where emotions run high. Social media arguments escalate quickly. Criticism, whether from a stranger or someone close to you, feels intensely personal and hurtful. Even the smallest rejection or poor choice can lead to self-doubt. But what if we approached life differently? What if, instead of reacting impulsively, we learned to pause, recalibrate, and carry ourselves with newfound strength, not because we're immune to pain, but because we've trained ourselves to handle it more lightly? This is where Stoicism comes in. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, faced unimaginable challenges, from plagues to wars, yet he maintained unshakable calm. His philosophy wasn't about avoiding hardship, but mastering his internal world. Stoicism teaches that resilience is not about never falling, but about rising each time with grace and clarity. It starts with the decision to act as if nothing can truly harm us. Before we begin, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss out on more inspiring content. Let's dive in. Why pain controls us. Pain is an unavoidable part of life. But have you ever wondered why it hurts so much? Why does a fleeting comment, a moment of rejection, or a small failure feel like a deep wound? The answer lies not in the pain itself, but in the layers of meaning we assign to it, our expectations, need for validation, and desperate desire to control the uncontrollable. Remember this: pain is a reaction. It arises in the space between what we want and what reality gives us. When we lose control over the way things unfold, a flood of emotions is triggered. Consider relationships. When someone you care about pulls away, it might feel as if your sense of worth is slipping away. Why? Because your mind has tied their presence to your self-esteem. Now think of social media, a platform designed for connection, yet it often leaves us feeling isolated. One comment can destroy your confidence because deep down, you're seeking approval from a space that was never meant to give it. In the workplace, criticism from a boss or colleague often feels personal, even when it's not. You pour hours into a project only to see it dismissed or criticized. It's not just the feedback that stings. It's the unmet expectation that your efforts would guarantee praise. This is the trap we fall into. The belief that life owes us a specific outcome for our actions. To make this clearer, think of pain as a storm. It comes in waves, sometimes sudden and violent, other times slow and unyielding. You can't stop the rain, wind, or thunder, but you can decide how you face it. Most of us, without realizing it, let the storm dictate our lives. We react impulsively, blaming the rain for falling, instead of learning to carry an umbrella. This is why pain feels so overwhelming. It feeds on our need to control the uncontrollable. When we expect life to bend to our will, every moment it doesn't feel like a betrayal. But the truth is, the storm is not your enemy. It's a force of nature, indifferent to what you want. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can focus on what truly matters, how you move through it. The essence of Stoicism. The core of Stoicism is a simple yet profound principle. Focus only on what's within your control. At its heart, Stoicism teaches that the world, people's actions, circumstances, even the weather, is beyond our influence. What we can control, however, is how we respond to these external forces. Marcus Aurelius, who witnessed the collapse of an empire, understood that while he couldn't control fate, he could always govern his thoughts, actions, and reactions. Stoicism teaches that by concentrating on these internal elements, we can find peace, even amidst chaos. Imagine standing in the center of a crowded room with voices shouting around you, opinions, demands, judgments, insults, all clamoring for your attention. You can't silence them, nor can you make everyone stop talking. But here's what you might not know. You don't have to listen to all of them. You have the power to choose which voice to focus on, perhaps your inner voice, your purpose, or simply the calm of the present moment. No matter how loud or overwhelming the room becomes, you decide where your attention goes. This mirrors life. While we can't control the noise around us, the criticisms, the drama, the chaos, we can choose where to focus our energy. Social media, for example, is one of the loudest rooms we find ourselves in today. It's filled with toxic comments, unrealistic expectations, and constant comparisons. One scroll can lead to 1,000 negative thoughts, but through Stoic detachment, we can realize that others' judgments and the pressure to conform don't need to be internalized. We don't have to react. Instead, we can choose not to engage with every voice. When workplace politics start to affect your peace of mind, focus on doing your best work without getting pulled into unnecessary drama. When personal setbacks hit hard, remind yourself that you control how you respond, not the circumstances. The real power of Stoicism lies not in suppressing emotions or ignoring life's challenges, but in choosing where to direct your energy, acting as if nothing hurts you. There's a common misconception that acting unbothered means denying pain, bottling up emotions, or simply enduring until you become numb. Many believe that to rise above pain you must act as though it doesn't exist at all. But this mindset is not about ignoring your feelings. It's about acknowledging pain without letting it control you. True strength lies in feeling hurt, but not allowing that feeling to hijack your mind and dictate your actions. Think of a calm lake. When a pebble is thrown into it, ripples spread across the surface, disturbing the tranquility. But the lake doesn't fight the ripples, it simply lets them appear and fade. It doesn't hold on to the disturbance. Pain works similarly. When we feel hurt, it's like a stone hitting the still waters of our mind. The initial shock causes ripples, but those ripples aren't permanent unless we cling to them. Like the lake, we can allow pain to pass without letting it distort our inner peace. Pain as a teacher. Pain is often seen as an enemy to be avoided or suppressed. But what if it is actually one of our greatest teachers? Pain reveals the hidden corners of our hearts, the parts we often overlook and the areas where we need to grow. Every experience of pain carries a lesson, if we're willing to listen. For instance, heartbreak can feel unbearable, but in its aftermath, many people realize important truths about themselves, what they truly value, where their boundaries lie, and where they've allowed themselves to be too compromising. In this way, heartbreak, though devastating, becomes a mirror reflecting lessons about self-worth and resilience. It's not the pain that defines us, but how we use it to redefine ourselves. Building resilience through practice. The ability to act as if nothing truly hurts you doesn't happen overnight. It's a skill that requires consistent effort and practice. Think of it like training for a marathon. You don't just wake up ready to run 26 miles. You build endurance step by step. Similarly, resilience is a muscle that strengthens each time you face a challenge and choose to respond with calm and clarity. Daily practices like gratitude, affirmations, and visualization can help build this muscle. Start with gratitude by reflecting on 3 things you're thankful for each day. Use affirmations to remind yourself of your strength, purpose, and ability to handle challenges. Visualize yourself successfully navigating potential stressors with composure. Over time, these practices compound, helping you build resilience and mental clarity. Detachment without apathy. Detachment isn't about becoming indifferent or cold. It's about not allowing external circumstances to dictate your peace. It's about caring deeply without letting life's ups and downs control your emotional state. By practicing detachment, you maintain a sense of clarity and strength, even during challenging moments. For example, when facing a job loss, detachment allows you to view the situation not as an end, but as an opportunity to pursue something better aligned with your values. By releasing attachment to the specific outcome, you open yourself to growth and new possibilities, building mental clarity and emotional armor. In today's world, mental clarity feels rare. We are constantly bombarded with information and distractions, leaving our minds overstimulated and clouded. To reclaim clarity, simplify your life by eliminating unnecessary distractions, both physical and digital. Create moments of quiet and focus, like short meditations or phone-free walks. These small actions allow your mind to reset and regain the clarity needed to face challenges with strength and resilience. The role of gratitude and perspective. Gratitude acts as a shield against life's hardships. It doesn't erase pain, but it shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right. Even in the most difficult times, practicing gratitude allows us to see beyond the struggle and appreciate the good, offering us strength and perspective. Facing life with courage and calm. Life will always present challenges, but the key is not to avoid pain or hardship. It's to face it with courage and calm. Strength comes from standing tall through life's storms, not avoiding them. The Stoic mindset teaches that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. By practicing this mindset, we build resilience and prove to ourselves that we are capable of weathering any storm. So, the next time life challenges you, remember this: you are not defined by the pain you experience, but by the way you rise from it. Stand tall, act with purpose, and know that your strength will carry you through.